Om Sri Sai Ram. Vinayaka Vignanashaka Vinayaka Vignanashaka अनाथरक्षक आनन्ददायक अनाथरक्षक आनन्ददायक उमामहेश्वर हे शिवनन्दन उमामहेश्वर हे शिवनन्दन विनायका विघ्ननाशका. Om Sri Sai Ram. Let me begin with happy Ugadi greetings to all the listeners, brothers and sisters. Many friends were asking when will my next video come. I heard myself say, if he decides and he directs, it could be on Ugadi. But I was not getting any particular thought from Swami to record this video. And I don't do recording for sake of it. Just day before yesterday, while going to sleep, I prayed to Swami. I said, Swami, if you really want me to record it on Ugadi, then give me some miracle which I have not read about or heard about. Because I've been watching Swami's videos, my own videos, and everybody's videos for so many years now. So I was thinking, Swami, I want from you something which at least I had not heard of before. And I could relate to that. And I slept off. 2 o'clock night, Swami appears. Hey, get up. I just got up and he indicated, watch a video. So I opened my YouTube, 2 o'clock night. The very first video I found was from a gentleman about whom never heard of, never seen before or heard before. And he started speaking about Swamis, his first encounter with Swami. And believe me, this is now nearly 3 days. I have not seen that video again on my YouTube. And that person is very famous, it appears, I found out. And he is a motivational speaker and he has a very big organization at present in many countries. And I heard him say his first-hand experience that around 2000, for the first time, he went to Kodaikanal to see Swami. Just out of curiosity, he had gone to visit Kodaikanal with his family. And when he entered the gates, it was announced that today Swami will not come out for darshan. And all are requested to please leave. In Kodaikanal, sometimes Swami will not come out for darshan. But because he had come for the first time, so a prayer naturally arose in his mind. Swami, I have come with my family. Just a glimpse, please. As soon as he prays, Swami appears from the balcony, looks at the crowd, and looks directly at him in his eyes. One moment of Swami's darshan, that's it. He was so happy. But he didn't take it seriously. He was happy about this, that his prayers were answered. But then again, in the worldly, he was a big businessman doing some big director's job in some big organization, very busy person with a wife and a kid and parents, good money, good job, everything, happy. In happiness, we tend to forget God, the grace of God. We don't realize His presence unless we are pulled back. It is human mind. Can't blame anyone on that. That is why Mother Kunti used to pray to Krishna, keep my son always in troubles. Mother praying to God to keep her children always in trouble, give them the suffering, which of course they can bear, challenges of life, so that their mind is always fixed on you. The moment we get little success, little promotions, little money, little power, even the greatest devotee's mind tends to think, they may say verbally, maybe out of courtesy to God, or maybe to show off that they are still devoted. They may say it is all God's grace, Swami's grace. But inside their mind tells them, hey, it is our doing. We have succeeded, we achieved, which is not so easy to achieve for everybody. So this man got busy with his life. Many years passed. Again, 2007 or so, one of his friends was to go for Swami's darshan again in Kodaikanal. And his friend, out of his own sweet will, he saw his friends, this gentleman, suffering in last 7 years or so. He lost his son, the only son. He lost his job, lost his money, power, friends, relatives, credibility, everything. Just imagine, in that situation, his friend who comes to Swami, who is a VIP devotee, like we call, who had direct access to inner circle of devotees around Swami. He comes with 7 or 8 letters to offer to Swami on behalf of his friends and relatives and he himself. And he presents those letters to Swami. And Swami tells him, give me that 4th letter from the top. He is surprised because he was not particular. When he took the bunch of letters, he didn't identify which to keep on the top and first, nothing. So he had just got, so he counted 1, 2, 3, 4 and gave it the 4th letter to Swami. It was sealed cover, which he himself had written about his friend. Swami took that letter and without he mentioning a word, Swami said, I know he is Mohanji. I tested him a lot for last so many years. I tested him. See the Swami's words. I tested him a lot for last several years. He lost his only son. He lost his job. He lost his money. Lost his power. His wife left him. His friends and relatives kept distance from him. He was as if isolated in the entire society. Yet, he did not commit suicide. Anybody else in his position would have gone and committed suicide. He was courageous. He had that patience. Trust in me, in God. Go and tell him, from this moment I am with him. Everything will be set right. And he will do my mission. Now, this reminded me of fire of three zeros that every true aspirant has to go through if he or she has to attain that elevated stage of constant integrated awareness of his presence in and around that person. And what are those three zeros I have mentioned in one of my videos? Let me repeat. The first one is Swami said, you will lose all your wealth, your money. Number one, that gone. All your properties will come in dispute. Another blow. Third one, your own friends and your own relatives will start blaming you and criticizing you for something which you cannot even think of doing. There will be allegations on you which you cannot even think of doing such things. And your own friends, your own relatives, your own loved ones will be against you. If after passing these three zeros, zeros why? This is called fire of three zeros. Fire because it purifies. Fire purifies. Zeros, first your ego is brought down to zero level. The sense of doership and ownership is raised altogether. Nothing belongs to you. Theoretically, we all know nothing belongs to us. We may even give divine discourse in presence of thousands in Kulwant or anywhere. That this is all Maya, this and that. But to actually realize it, we have to undergo that process. Spirituality is not memorizing certain things. That may be good for giving talks. But if we want to actually live that experience, we have to experience it. We have to live our faith. Because Swami says, if you don't live your own faith, it becomes a dead faith. And dead cannot deliver. As simple as that. We have to live our faith. What we believe in truly, we have to live it. And that brings out the best, the truth, the awareness, the blossoming that we all actually aspire for. And Swami said, even after going these three zeros of fire, if you come out of this fire of three zeros and still have faith in me, you don't lose your faith in me, then I will take over and give you everything that is required, unasked. Then I'll take your mind to the next level of awareness. That exactly is the purpose of this avatar. To raise our human consciousness to the next level of awareness. Without that awareness, whatever else we may do or do not do makes no difference to our spiritual growth. Nothing. It is all in dream. Without awareness, it is dream. As simple as that. We don't have awareness in the dream, isn't it? And when we are aware, then we are not dreaming. Then we are out of the dream. And awareness is the light of God. And it can come only through the light of love of God. Nothing else is required. No scripture reading, no sadhanas, no penance, no meditation can bring about awareness. It can prepare us. But awareness comes like a blossoming of bud into flower, like a lightning of the lamp, like rising of the sun. Only through love of God. Love of God. We need to love God, only God. Even in our wife, our children, our friends, our relatives, our enemies. We need to love Him in all, serve Him in all, respect Him in all, and accept Him in all. That's all. It is as simple as that. But nothing else and nothing less will do. We have to truly love God intensely. Lukewarm love will not do. Dim light awareness will not do. There should be intensity. So this gentleman narrates that after that his life started changing. He found his own foundation, and on that, one important point which he narrated was that he developed some skin disease for 2 to 3 years. And when he was staying in one of his rooms in Dubai, Swami appears in physical form to give him a medicine and vibhuti and makes him apply it on his skin, and slowly everything becomes all right. And today, to cut it short, he is one of the most famous motivational speaker. He has his own following, his own ashrams across the world. This is how divinity works. This is how this 5 feet 3 inch God operates. Many people have read about, we all have read about so many avatars that have incarnated. Even the latest being Shirdi Sai Baba. But no avatar has done this before. Walking amongst the masses, developing one-to-one, heart-to-heart, love-to-love relationship with the millions of his devotees. He must have taken millions of letters, given Padnamaskar to millions, solved one-to-one problems of millions of his devotees. Even now, he's not gone. That thought should go away from our mind. He is working on supersonic speed. And of course, he is going to come back. I repeat it again and again and again and again. We'll never let him go like that. But why do we need to love this God all the time? Why do we need awareness all the time? It is as good as asking that. Why do we need to work in light all the time? Try working in the darkness. You will know why do you need the light. Try working in dim light. We would know why we need proper light. Sufficient light. Love Him sufficiently enough. Intensely enough. Because in dim light we will mistake a rope to be a snake. All this confusion, chaos going on in the entire world today is because we are not working in sufficient light. Our awareness is at the lowest level. So-called leaders have become dealers. And it is not their fault. They don't know how to love God, their own highest, noblest, purest self, the truest self. We are this body self, mind self, intellectual self, emotional self, and the self, the highest self, the spiritual self. As now we are getting light from the bulb, but bulb is not giving the light. It is just giving what is given to it, it is just projecting. It is a medium. There is a fuse inside it, there is a wire connecting it, there is a switchboard, there is a socket connected to the mains from where the supply of the current comes. It is the current that activates everything and gives us light. And we ignore the current. Oh, foolish. We all have become educated fools. We deny our own existence when we deny God. Denying God is as ridiculous as a wave denying the ocean. If God is not there, tell me, my dear, what else is there? And God is not separate from us. He is neither distinct nor distant from us. He is our own real self. How can we deny our own real self? It is ridiculous idea. We name it God God because He is generator, operator and destroyer. And He is the power. And that power is power of love. No other power. Power corrupts. Power is blind, Swami says. There is only one power that is not blind because it removes blindness. That is power of love, power of God. The more we love Him, the more awareness we will get. And once we get sufficient awareness, we'll be able to work, operate every small act diligently to the best of our efficiency. I have given an example in one of the videos, is simple common sense. Suppose I have kept my keys of my car in my cupboard, in my drawer, and I know it where it is kept because for years I have been keeping it there. Once I come down and I find that, oh, I forgot the keys up, and suddenly the light goes off and nobody has any torch or mobile with him. Then I climb up to find the keys kept by me in my cupboard, in my drawer. Yet to reach that bunch of keys, I will stumble upon so many things. I may hit even against wall. But the moment light comes, that very moment I will simply walk off and get my keys. As simple as that. That is the difference between working in darkness, working in awareness, the light of God. Why to have this false, foolish ego that we don't care why I'm doing on my own? Stupidity. Yes, we are humans. We can't play God. We are humans. Be human, behave human. We should know our limitations. God has given us intelligence, and intelligence gets the highest reflection from the light of God, the Atma. Next is mind. Of course, we enjoy the moonlight, but we can't do work in moonlight. We can enjoy in moonlight. To do work, we need sufficient light of sunlight. If there is no sun, we keep all other artificial lights to work 24/7. So, that light of God, awareness, and the key is Daiva Preeti, Aprada Bhiti, Samajaniti. Love of God automatically brings about fear of sin. We do the opposite. We fear God and love doing the sin. We have to love God. Because when we love God, the fundamental definition of love is when I say that I love you, logically, my next statement should be, I love you, tell me what can I do for you. Can anyone say, I love you, now tell me what can you do for me? No ways. So once we love God, we have to tell God, this is what I did in my very first encounter of Swami, 1974, when he appeared in the balcony. I saw him and I loved him. That's it. I saw the aura around Swami in my very first darshan. I had not done any sadhana or meditation before, never, at least in this birth, done nothing. Till now, I have not done anything. I just saw him, I saw God. I knew that he is God. I saw the aura of divinity around him, full, intense. And when he came down to feed the cows, I went and dashed against him literally, out of madness. I didn't know what discipline is, nothing. It was my first visit. I was just 20, 21. And when I came so close to him, he took my hands like this. "Bolo kya mangta hai? What do you want? Tell me." My only response was, "Swami, I love you." That's it. I could not. And I'm blessed that I could not utter any other word. Though I was not spiritual, no way religious at that point in time. Nothing. I love you. In my next interview, when he told me, "Leave everything at my feet, I will take care. You will not think of anything from today. I will take care." Then I thought, if I love him, it automatically follows I will not do anything which may even remotely displease my beloved. When you love a person, that is the first thought one should have. If it is true love, sincere, selfless love. If I love a person, I would not even dream of doing anything to hurt that person, even remotely, or do anything which he or she may not like. At least knowingly, I would not do it. And I would strive to do everything possible in my command to do that would please the person whom I am loving, my beloved. Is it not? That brings the next stage automatically, the fear of sin. Fear of sin is fear of doing wrong. Swami says, your only right is to do right. Everybody nowadays fighting for fundamental rights and this right and that right. Swami says your only right is to do right. Satyam vada dharmam chara. You have to practice righteousness. You don't have to speak righteousness. You have to practice righteousness. You have to do right. Don't talk right. Talking right, anybody can do, any politician can do. They are best at it. You have to do right. Automatically, if everybody loves God and he or she does right things, then Daiva Priti, Aprada Bhiti, Samajaniti, everything will be righteous in the society. Because if there is beauty in the character, there will be harmony at home. And if there is righteousness in the heart, then alone the beauty will be in character. First, there has to be righteousness in the heart. And it will blossom into the beauty in the character. In your aura will change. And there will be harmony at home. There will be order in the nation. If there is order in the nation, there will be peace in the world. This is what is called governance of God. Governance of the good, by the good, for the good of all. That is what this Satya Sai is going to bring about, not only in Bharat but in the entire world, very, very, very soon. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba Ji ki Jai.